Greetings, greetings, greetings. So, I hope this beautiful day is treating you all well. And I hope this week has treated you well as we kind of round out uh, the end of a rather unorthodox week. If you're here with me in Oklahoma City, then you know it has been a whole experience of unexpected and sometimes uneventful weather. So, it may feel like I don't know if you're like me, you don't know what day it is today, but we're gonna explore and we're gonna enjoy this beautiful, beautiful sunlight and blue skies today. So here's the thing: I wanted to share with you guys something that kind of came to me. I am on my way to a gig. I'm going to go treat some patients, and it is not very often that I treat patients in a skilled nursing facility, in a rehab facility. Not these days. I've spent a lot more time in clinical practice and treating patients and outpatients. So these are my experience over the last couple of days of working with patients who are more acute. I'm trying not to use all of the medical terms, but the people who are more sick and the people who may be older, they may they may not have the physical capacity that most of us have in being able to move around as well or independently. So here's what it reminded me of this experience and where I'm headed today is that motivation will not get you to success. Motivation, we talk a lot, especially in this space of health and wellness and of fitness, of um, even healthcare. Motivation is one of the main things that we lean into. We try to get our patients motivated. How do we get our patients motivated? How do we get our family motivated? How do we get our kids motivated? Listen, I'm not speaking that language because it's not working. So I want you to understand that yes, motivation can be nice. It can be important, but it's not one of your keys to success because the reality about motivation is it's fleeting. Motivation has a shelf life. It does not last. It does not last. And I know we use motivation, and we identify things in our lives as motivation. I'm here to kind of break that up for you. So hopefully you can roll with me for a little bit, and we can get clearer on how we actually reach success. And that means in life experiences, in seeing our dreams realized and actualized, in business, right? In our relationships. So I'm speaking to everybody when I talk about this. Motivation is not one of the keys to success that you need to focus on. But I am going to give you three things that if you focus on these, you are almost guaranteed to find success. Y'all rolling with me? If you are, hopefully you can like, comment, and share this video, join in the conversation. Now, I'm driving, so I'm not going to spend much time looking for comments. But if you share or comment during this, then I can see it later and we can continue the conversation. Plus, other people might need to hear this, so tag them, comment, let them know what's going on, share this, and let's get to it. So, motivation is not what we're going to focus on right now. Motivation comes and goes. It is fleeting, and oftentimes it is random as hell. There are times when we might feel motivated from something that we didn't plan, we didn't ask for, and we didn't even look for. So let's get off that. What I want to share with you are three things that are going to get you closer, if not across the finish line to success. The first thing, the very first thing, which for a lot of people is the most important and can be the hardest to come by, is the proper mindset. Y'all ready to turn this off already? So here comes another mother talking about mindset. Here's the thing though. Mindset can be the most important part because everything you create, you manifest, and you experience has to do with the foundation of your mindset. That's it. And yeah, we make it sound super simple, but it's not. So let me give you some more insight on that. Your mindset determines how you see things and how you experience things and how you create the memories about those things. So if your mindset is based in a growth mindset, This is Carol Duet. She's talked about and created this concept of a growth mindset versus a fixed mindset. If your mindset is growth focused, then you are constantly looking for ways to improve yourself, no matter what's going on in your surrounding environment or how your plans have manifested. So instead of looking for and being solely on the lookout for the pain, the hurt, the disruption, the problems, the disagreements, you're going to be focused on the growth, what you can learn from this situation. And you're going to create a mind and a body that looks for ways to get better. Yo, it doesn't matter if somebody gave you $1,000,000 today. If your mindset wasn't focused on being able to utilize that to create more peace and joy and happiness and productivity and a future in your life, you're going to blow it. Just like we hear about all the people who blow their fortunes when they win the lottery, right? So if your mindset is not correct, if your mindset is not productive for you and based on what you want to see and experience in life, you're going to fail. And no matter how big your dreams are and how viable they are, you'll never see it realized. There are people who go into business, who go into relationships, who go into situations because they want to avoid hurt, they want to avoid pain, they want to avoid poverty, they want to avoid things. That's their focus, is on avoidance and getting away from certain things. But guess what? When that's your mindset, those are the things that you're pulling towards you. And furthermore, if you have a mindset that says, hey, this is just how it is, this is just how I am, this is just how the world is, the world is this, that, the other, ain't nothing you can do about it, then your mindset is fixed in a place that you cannot make change. You cannot create abundance in a place where you don't see there being any way to have influence. So when your mindset is fixed on, hey, this is just what it looks like, that's just who she is, this is just how they do it, you've already created the boundaries that are going to keep you from being successful in bringing about change and growth and happiness and success and money, right? So number one, you got to start with your mindset. You have to have mindset, because in the absence of motivation, your mindset tells you, hey, isn't that what you're going for? Isn't this what you believe in? Isn't that what you think is possible? And so it keeps you and allows you to keep going. So mindset is number one. Number two, the things that you should focus on besides motivation. Okay? And this one gets a little tricky. Number two is motive. M-O-T-I-V-E. Now, that's not the same as motivation. You see, your motive or motives, because you might have, and we often have more than one, your motives, those can be represented by literal people, things, or even experiences, values, right? So these are your motives. Your motives are super powerful in helping you stay focused and helping you do things that you don't want to do when you don't want to do them, because you are tired, you're exhausted, you are frustrated, you are confused, you're lost. You don't know exactly what to do, but you know you have to do something. So your motives help you stay grounded in yourself, who you are becoming. And it helps you to stay clear on why you're doing what you're doing, because motivation comes and goes. But when you have your motives clear, you have your values clear, you have the people in your life that you are working for or serving, right? Those are motives that can keep you moving forward when it gets rough and tough and scary and difficult. So keeping your motives intact and not focusing, because here's the thing, listen, your motivation for wanting to work out or eat better or or overall live a healthier physical life, your motivation might be fitting into a certain pair of jeans, or your motivation might be having the body that you feel is attractive, right? Your motivation might be outward versus your motives, which are focused inward. Maybe your motives are your children and wanting to have a longer life of good experiences. That's different because that doesn't depend on what your body looks like. That doesn't depend on what your diet is this month or this year. Because when your motivations, you're meeting a diet, meeting a deadline, meeting a certain aesthetic changes, what do you have to move forward? Nothing. But if you have motives that speak to your core values, and the things and the people in life that are essential to your experiences, now you have something to push you forward when motivation is not there, when energy is not there, when drive is not there. So figure out what your motives are. Those are different from motivations. They're deeper, they're more personal. They are evergreen. They're things that aren't going to change when the trends change and when your opportunities change. So that's number two. Once again, the number one thing, the first thing I talked about was your mindset. The number two thing, or the second thing, is your motives. Be clear about what your motives are. Don't let your motive be the same as your motivation. Like right now, I'm motivated to go over here and get to this clinic and treat these patients, largely because the money is good. I had an amazing trip for the Christmas and birthday season that was in December, but that also hit my pockets flying back and forth and the likes of this. So yeah, I'm motivated to go to this gig, but I can tell you what makes me get up and say, even though there are things that aren't perfect, things that aren't exactly how I would plan it out in this experience, my motive is that I really centralize and care for helping people feel and move better. And this is an opportunity for me to flex those muscles, to use those skills, to be able to serve my community. And that makes it worth it, right? Not all about the money. So the money can be a motivation. If it's one of your motives, you're going to struggle with finding real success that gives you a feeling of fulfillment. So the third thing I'm going to talk about, we talked about mindset, we talked about motives, and motivation. I want to talk about the means, right? Those three things. The means is the one that a lot of us really struggle with and don't get us to the finish line. And here's what I mean by means. The means, you know the term, the means to an end? The means to an end. The things, the processes, right? The procedures, the resources that you need in order to actualize success in whatever space you want to be in. Think about this. When we talk about relationships, because all this stuff applies to relationships. Yeah, even romantic relationships. What are your means to keeping a successful relationship? Your means might be, what are the actions I'm going to take that really show up and serve this person I'm in the relationship with? Is it physical actions? Acts of kindness. Is this physical or actions of touch or some physical intimacy? Are these words, affirmations? What are they? The means to actually reach success and what that goal is. That's important because you might be using means that aren't serving you reaching your goal and being successful. Maybe in this personal relationship, and I don't just mean romantic, but in this relationship with your child that you're trying to build. What are the means that you're reaching out with? How are you actually spending time with them that seems and feels meaningful to them? Because it's not enough to just be in the same room. We learn these lessons as parents, hopefully, if we have successful relationships and we raise successful children. And that's a part of the situation. Or maybe this is a job where you recognize that you have to have certain needs, you have to do certain things to get the job done and get your career or in your career goals. So that's going to make a difference. Let's talk about business. If you are selling a certain product or service, do you have the right platform, right? To be able to sell and share your service and market and have people actually purchase from you and buy from you. If you go on my website right now and you want to purchase the Willpower Warrior experience, you can go and do that right now. You can go on and you can click and you can pay me and book my services because I made sure that the means for me to reach that end goal of serving you and providing for you is available. If you are are intent on being successful, then you have to have the right means to make it happen. And this is on a personal level too, because let's back this up. When we talk about being successful in finding peace and joy in life, what does that look like for you? Are you making time and putting forth effort and resources towards understanding what happiness looks like for you? Do you have the right means in place? Because for the person who knows that finding happiness and experiencing joy and happiness might be going on vacation temporarily because that helps them to serve themselves. Do you have the means to do so? Are you able to take the time off from work? Are you able to schedule the time and be able to get into the atmosphere that really serves you? What are the means? So I want you guys to understand that it's not easy to make those sacrifices in time, money, and experience or resources. But can you do it? Can you do it? Do you have the means to make it happen? Otherwise, it's just a dream that's not going to happen. So I want you guys to really look at those three things instead of motivation. Look at the mindset that's necessary for success. Look at the motives that are going to keep you pushing and moving forward even when it's really tough. And look at the means that are going to be necessary to reach that goal. The resources, the people that you need in place in your life, the time that you'll need to set aside to be able to reach those goals and put in the effort to make it happen. Because when those things are running on all cylinders, you don't need motivation. But when it shows up, it just becomes an extra boost for you to be your best self and live, as they say, your best life. I hope this spoke to you. I'm really excited about the work that's happening, about how all of those things, honestly and personally, for me, are falling into place as this new 2023 year is rolling right along. We're already in February, well on our way. So, do you have the mindset? Do you have the motives that speak to you and your success and actualizing your dreams? Do you have the means to make it all come to pass in a time that you can actually enjoy it and appreciate it? I love this work. I do this work and I serve my clients in ways where we get to explore those things together and we get to move and put action to function, to really bring their lives to reality. And that is one of my favorite things to do through Willpower Wellness and Consulting, as well as through Modern Manhood Foundation. I love this work, and this is what it means for me to be an achieving wellness warrior. My mission is to provide. Yes, yeah, I saw some flashing lights. It makes me pause for a second. But my mission is to provide holistic training and support to help elevate your inner peace and your profits. And I stand by that. So I'm excited if any of this spoke to you. If you want to have more conversation about this, we need to talk about this. To reach out to me, you can find my contact information. You can book some time with me for free to just have a conversation to see if any of this fits you, and we can help elevate your inner peace and your profits. Find me on my website, thewillpowerwellness.com. You can connect with me, Dr. David, on Instagram. You can connect with me on Facebook, connect with me on LinkedIn, and even on TikTok, Dr. David Anthony. Look me up, find me. You can find my connections where we are. I hope that this spoke to you. Like, comment, and share, and let's continue the conversation. This year, 2023, the word that has been sitting on my spirit is transcendence. And we are in that space, get in that mindset with the right motives and the right needs to transcend all of our situations and circumstances so that we can create the life that we want to live for ourselves, for our families, for our communities. So, listen, I'm excited. And I look forward to hearing and seeing your comments on what we're sharing today. And look out for tomorrow. I'm going live tomorrow to share a brand new program that I've created for you, especially my rehab warriors, where we get to do all those things. We get to increase our earnings and profits. We get to learn skills and tools that we can use with our patients as well as our family members and communities, and we're going to grow. So I'm excited about that. I'm going live with all the details tomorrow, and we're going to officially launch the program. So if you know someone who's a PT, OT, speech therapist, a nurse, a physician, a dentist, a doctor, podiatrist, any space in healthcare, and they want to serve themselves and serve their clients and patients better, you need to know about this program. So I hope that you put that in their hands. Love it. Love you all. I can't wait for the next time we get to explore together. Be well.